Hi-oh, it's Volix. I'm back, and before I say anything more, I need to quickly drop a spoiler warning because today we're talking about the entire moveset of a boss from Lies of P, who we will be featuring in a music video of all things, and it's none other than the fallen Archbishop Andreus. Okay, so that was pretty fun, right? But why? Suffice to say, I'm experimenting with making music videos to learn bosses in Souls-like games, so let's just roll with it and see what happens. First, I just want to say it feels great to be back from vacation, and I've missed my computer so much and making videos so much. So, without any further delay, let's get into this fun topic. Now, before we get into the rhythm of this guy's combos, let's just go over the tells. There are 4 primary combos in each phase. Here's the list. Let's cover each one. Phase 1, we got the tongue combo, bonk and swipe that inflicts decay. This is the most common move he's got. It tells when he raises his head up like you see on screen. The chicken leg 2-hit bonk and swipe, which is clearly indicated when he proudly exposes his armpit to you. The chicken leg 3-hit, indicated by when he pulls his hand back to slap the shit out of you. And the body slam and swipe, which is when he kind of raises up his hands to do the wave. At the very top of his gesture, there is a tiny lurch that his body does, and that's your cue to guard. Okay, so for the second phase, the tells are exactly the same. Let's just get into making the music video for now. We can go over phase 2 later. The preface is that all the time when I'm playing these games, I find myself relying on an internal rhythm to pace my guards. I play piano, so I've practiced so many countless hours using these things called metronomes, which, unlike the name suggests, are not tiny creatures who live in the subway, but rather a mechanical device that keeps time using a metric called BPM, which is short for beats per minute. They sound kind of like this. Okay, that's enough of that. Now, let's start with the fun part. After getting all the samples out into the DAW, I did a lot of deliberation before finally settling on a golden tempo of 312 BPM. Let's just give a listen to all of these and what they sound like with the metronome. There's the tongue combo. We got chicken leg 2. Chicken leg 3. Body slam. We got the Fury Slam too. So very easily discernible, right? Super convenient to count all the clicks and just memorize when the hits occur to practice the timing, right? Wrong. Not easy at all. I can't make heads or tails of any of it, and I'm a musician, for God's sake. So instead of all this rubbish with the click, I decided to just make some music for it all. And that way we can listen and practice at the same time without it trying to murder our ears. First, I tapped out a beat. Then I added a bass line. Fantastic, now let's give it a listen. Industrial as fuck. We can definitely go with this. Let's do it for the entire phase 1 moveset. Magic! Okay, so we've got all the moves of the entire first phase. I repeated each of them 4 times so that while we're listening, we can get a good feel for how the rhythm of each combo works. I marked all the transients, but honestly, that method was a little bit heady anyway, so let's just play back some of the boss footage of the different combos to the beat and see how it all comes together. Now, to me, this is pretty fun. So here's the plan. I'm going to go over the Phase 2 moveset as promised, and then I'm going to play you guys the final product, which includes the Phase 1 and 2 combos together. Also, after practicing like this for a few bosses, I have found that mixing up the order of the attacks is much more effective for a practice reel. What I usually do is I watch it before entering a boss chamber, tapping out the guards for muscle memory, and it improves my performance every time immensely. So here we go with Phase 2. As stated before, the combos are the same, just with a different cadence, so you'll be able to glean that info from the final sequence. Besides that, there are a few other notes for the second phase. At the onset, get behind Andreus as soon as possible so that you don't have to fight a different moveset. Run your ass around him as quickly as you can. It's a little tricky, but you'll get it, don't worry. Now, there are a few random one-off attacks he'll do, like this headbutt. This you just have to watch for the head rearing to the side. And also this stomp, which looks similar to the 2-hit leg combo, so you'll be watching for it anyway. For all the Phase 2 Fury attacks, he'll get up on his hind chicken legs and either slam down or do this little chicken walk and then slam down. I found these to be harmless. If you just dodge back a little bit, they miss almost all the time, thankfully. Now this brings us to the pure cheese attacks, of which Andreus has 2 that I know of. The first is a crazy laser, and he telegraphs it by stomping down and anchoring himself and then drawing blue energy into his disgusting, corrupted heart. There are 2 moments of impact for this attack. For the first, you want to be pretty much underneath his head. For the second, you want to quickly move as far away from him as possible with a couple rolls. Okay, last, he has this wacky charge, which he telegraphs by hollering and sort of spraying mucus all over the place, and then he charges 3 times. I never found a good defense for this because I only drew it twice when I was fighting him, because these 2 attacks are like really deep into Phase 2, and he has to have less than half of his health, etc., etc. Anyway, it's a rare draw. But I just dodged every single time. It was fine. It wasn't really effective, but it didn't hit me all the time either. Alright, I think that about does it for Phase 2. Now we can just sit back, relax, take a listen, and study the entire moveset. I also think that about does it for this video as well. Really quickly, some housekeeping. I have more Lies of P content coming soon. I also just started playing Lords of the Fallen, and I'm looking forward to getting into some builds there. I really hope that they fix the performance. It's really bad right now and I'm playing on PC, but it is a really good game. Also, I have another Remnant 2 build video coming soon, so all good things in the future. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. If this video was at all fun or helpful, drop a like and sub. If you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. Stay tuned because the practice reel is coming up right after this. I'll put a card up with all the relevant information, and I really hope it helps somebody get through this boss a little bit easier. I've been watching these practice reels before I do my runs, and I can definitely taste the difference, so I hope you can too. That's it from me this time. Keep farming, everybody.